Nearly 43 million Americans have federal student loans, according to the latest data from Congress. And now a new report says the number of people behind on those payments has reached new heights. Using data from the University of California Consumer Credit Panel for their analysis, left-leaning advocacy think tanks the Century Foundation and Protect Borrowers found 1 out of every 4 Americans with student loans is delinquent. That's nearly triple the pre-pandemic delinquency rate seen in 2019. As the Washington Post national higher education reporter Danielle Douglas-Gabriel writes in her article on this, these groups blame President Trump for the repayment crisis, but current Education Department officials blame the policies of former President Biden for the growing issue. Danielle joins us now. Thank you for being here. So your article highlights the divisions over the root causes of this crisis. Walk us through the arguments.
So certainly, the two groups that you mentioned earlier say that some of the policies that the Trump administration has implemented since coming into office are to blame here. Specifically, decisions related to an ongoing lawsuit actually over a Biden era repayment plan. At one point, because of a court injunction, the department said that they had to pull down all applications for the most affordable repayment plans. And these groups say, well, by doing so, you created a situation where borrowers couldn't access an affordable way to manage their loans. The department's argument is, well, that happened for a month. And since then, we are processing applications. That is not what's going on. What's going on is that borrowers are under the impression and have been for several years that their student loan payments are not important. Many of them thought they were going to get student loan forgiveness and certainly have given up on prioritizing their student loan repayment. It's difficult to say, whether either side has valid arguments here. I mean, they both have valid arguments, but whether that you can solely blame the policies of the current administration or solely blame the policies of the prior one. I think, there is a combination of things going on here. People did not have to make payments on their student loans for nearly 4 years because of the pandemic. And I feel like some of the muscle memory of having to think about those payments may have gone away for some folks.
Well, and you have to also consider inflation and that the price of a lot of things has gone up. But what happens to a borrower when their student loans do become delinquent?
Certainly. So, I mean, the immediate effects is that you will see your credit score drop. The longer you take to repay your loans, the greater the risk of all of the kind of mechanisms the government can use to collect. Right now, the Trump administration has suspended wage garnishments and treasury offsets. That means like seizing your tax refunds, Social Security income. But we don't know when that's going to be turned back on. And once it is, there may be a pipeline of people who are in for seeing those sorts of consequences come to bear for them.
Well, Danielle Douglas-Gabriel, we appreciate your reporting and coming on. Thank you.
Thank you.